Hey y'all, say y'all, peace and Palo Santo 6. It is your girl Divinely Lika. And how is y'all feeling? How is everybody feeling today? I feel like I want to kind of dive into love, but then I kind of want to dive into personal. Spirit is telling me something about pulling from this app. Let me flip it in the right way. African Goddess Rising deck for y'all. I don't know why I'm being like guided to this particular deck. But let's just start off with this. Matter of fact, so I do want to use this deck, but I do want to talk about love. I do want to also get into some love oracles as well. So, because of that, maybe you know what? I'm gonna use this to get the overall energy, and then we'll build the message from here. That's how I'll do it. Okay. But I hope everybody is doing absolutely amazing. I found a new place, y'all. I found a new house. And I'm just so excited. So I've been kind of like all wrapped up in that or whatever. And yeah. But let's see what's going on. Divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. What is it that the collective needs to hear the most at this time right now? What is it that the collective needs to hear the most at this time right now? Please block out any interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Any dark magic, evil eye, confusion spells, illusion spells being sent my way or to the way of the collective, please return it back to sender, magnified, and bind it to them. Protect my crown chakra as I get these messages across. And open up my third eye chakra so I can dive deeper into my intuition to get further clarification of the cards that come out today. Protect and open up my third chakra so I can effectively and efficiently get out the messages that spirit is guiding me to get out. All right, what is it that the collective needs to hear the most at this time? What is it that the collective needs to hear the most at this time? All right, let's see what's going on. Shut up. Betrayal. Aunt Nancy. Anything else, Spirit? What is it that the collective needs to hear the most at this time? What is it that the collective needs to hear the most at this time, Spirit? Sacred lust. Okay. Just off the bat, I'm getting almost like someone. Now, this could actually apply to an outside person, right? This betrayal card. But I'm getting that somebody may be betraying themselves. Only because I kind of know what these cards say, the textbook definition, but I'm going to break it down to y'all in just a second. So the first one we have is Aunt Nancy. I missed y'all, by the way. I missed y'all, man. I was supposed to get up and do this last night, but I don't know where my energy was at. But I'm here, y'all. I'm gonna get back to like dropping, making sure I'm like uploading at least 3 to 4 times a week. I have to get back to that, but I've been so caught up in other shit. On Nancy 40, let's get into it. Okay, so it says Aunt Nancy. So her temple is shadows, her element is air. Oof, y'all, there's a lot of African names and words, and I can already see it's gonna give me a run for my money. It says Anansi, nope, I can't. So, anyway, it says Nancy's stories about a witty teen spider. I'm sorry, y'all. Her guidance to you is, I'm not going to get into it because it's just like, it's so many words that I can't pronounce that I don't even think I'll be able to get her backstory across to you. No, I am. I'm going to do it. So anyway, it says that, okay, Anansi or Kawaku Anansi, the Akan trickster god and sacred clown snuck into our global folktales while Gulagichi children heard tales of Aunt Nancy, the tricky Spider Woman. My Guyanese parents entertained us with Nancy stories about a witty teen spider. Okay, so I guess she's like, I don't know, people used to tell stories about her, like on some like children book stories, whatever, whatever. Anyway, her guidance to you is this. It says, who really betrayed you? Betrayals from others mirrors you betraying yourself. Betrayal is a web that disrupts everything you thought you knew. Use discernment in your relationships. Betrayal makes it difficult to trust, but without trust, your relationships are a lie. Trust that no matter what happens and no matter how long it takes, you will survive and thrive. The real question is, how have you betrayed or abandoned yourself? Goddess declaration, I am willing to know the truth. So not only am I hearing like, I'm getting like spirit is saying like somebody may be in like a connection, right? This may be connection or it can just be personal relationship with yourself. But what I'm hearing overall is like somebody's in like some type of connection where they know they're getting less than what they deserve. I'm hearing breadcrumbed. Somebody is getting less than what they deserve. Somebody is with somebody who doesn't, where it's just like not an equal give and take. And spirit is saying you're betraying yourself by knowing that you're getting less than what you deserve, but then choosing to stay despite that. That's what I'm hearing. You're choosing to be, you're like, ultimately like somebody can, or and it can also be a situation where somebody has betrayed you and you've decided to stay, but spirit is saying that you're betraying yourself by staying there because you're overall you're more unhappy than you are happy is what I'm hearing. Okay. And then this sacred lust card too. I kind of know a little bit about what it says, and it's kind of just something about like a woman being pleased, like a woman being pleased and owning the fact that she deserves to feel pleasure. So I'm also getting from seeing this betrayal card before the sacred lust card that somebody is, I'm still like kind of the same thing as far as getting less than what you deserve. This can be like in like, whether it be emotional, but I'm also hearing like physical, maybe even in a bedroom, like you're not really satisfied, or there's like a thirst that you want to quench that's not being quenched in your particular situation, or there's just something more that you want. I'm hearing for somebody open relation, like somebody wants to experience other people outside of their partner. Or I'm also hearing too that somebody could have this betrayal for the people that this applies to, who has actually been betrayed by somebody. I'm hearing somebody may have betrayed someone's trust based off them wanting to fulfill their sexual desires. But I'm going to give you the textbook definition of this particular card. I just figured out the title of this reading. Let's see. Qetesh 52. Let's see. So it says Qetesh, I think I'm saying it right. Her temple is lovers, her element is fire. She is the mistress of the gods. Mistress of the gods is the Egyptian goddess of sacred sexuality, ecstasy, and fertility. Her two men, because you see she got two men there. Okay, she's about being pleased. Okay, her two men are the fertility god Men and Montu, the god of war. Her Qetesh's guidance to you is, you are an erotic creature. You have a divine right to experience sensual ecstasy. It is sacred to give and receive pleasure. You deserve to feel good. It feels good to feel good. So allow yourself to feel good. Lean into your sacred lust. Turn up your own fire and quench your thirst. Dance with pleasure. Daring to embrace your sensuality will set the world on fire. Goddess declaration, it feels good to feel good. Someone is betraying themselves. Like somebody is, okay. Someone is letting their what is the word I'm looking for? Somebody is afraid of how somebody is going to view them from them fully embodying the sexual energy that they want to embody. That's for some, right? That's for some. Like somebody wants to embody a more sexual, sensual side of themselves, and their insecurity or their lack way of thinking, or an insecure way of thinking, is stopping them from actually embodying this energy, or basically doing what it is that you desire to do deep down inside, you desire to do. So that's for somebody, right? And then for some people, it's not really even, it's not just at sexual. Somebody is settling for not being happy, for not feeling good. They're settling for a situation that does not make them feel good. Now, this can be an actual relationship, or this can just be a way of thinking. You may be somebody who spends so much time focusing on things that don't make you feel good that you're standing in the way of your own pleasure. Hence why we got the betrayal card. And the betrayal card is saying something along the lines of, how could you have betrayed yourself? So someone may be standing in the way of their own pleasure, rather that be because they're getting in their head and feel like they're nervous, or they may be too shy, or they're just this. I'm hearing somebody is letting their mind get the most of them. So that's stopping you from fully feeling good, or fully feeling good. There's something else I was about to fucking say. For somebody it's a way of thinking. And for somebody, they're just in a situation that they know doesn't make them feel good, and they're not doing anything about it. So you're overall betraying yourself. Yeah. And you could have been in a situation where somebody betrayed you, but regardless of the fact, this betrayal card, somebody decided to stay after being betrayed, or is still stuck on somebody. Rather, even if you're somebody who physically separated from a person, energetically, you're holding on to this person. 1222 on the timer. I think that's about change. Yeah. Look up the number, the angel number 1222. That's a very significant number. What's so crazy is 1222 was a number that I got faithfully, religiously. I would get this card when I was back selling health insurance. This is when I was first thinking about, I want to just stop. I kept feeling like I want to pour into my craft. I want to pour into my desire, which really makes me feel good, which was tarot and oracle, that was my thing. I wanted to tap into, spend more time investing in my spirituality, rather than been doing personal readings for people. Cause I actually started off doing personal readings, and after I introduced myself to YouTube, but I kept getting that time, and the time was really all about somebody who's in a comfortable situation. They want to make a change, but they're scared to make the risk. That is actually that synchronicity is why I quit my job. It's literally why I quit my job, and I started to spend more time pouring into my craft, doing what really made me happy. I was, everybody's not meant to be an employee. I was genuinely unhappy selling health insurance, sitting at a desk from 8+ hours on the phone talking to people. And don't get me wrong, I didn't know I was helping people in a sense, but I felt like a minion. It didn't make me happy. And for me to get that time while we're talking about what we're talking about, there is somebody who is betraying themselves because they are not taking a leap of faith to do something that they know would really make them happy. They're letting their mind or their condition or their a routine. They're letting this routine, 1414 on a timer, a routine of conditioning of doing something one way for so long. They're letting it get in the way of them actually tapping into their truest desires, rather this be staying in a relationship that doesn't make you happy. My situation was staying in a job that didn't make me happy. For somebody, this is staying in a relationship that doesn't make them happy. For somebody else, this is staying in a state of mind that is not making them happy. Okay, so there's that. Let's see overall energy. But let's see what else comes out. I said I want to tap into love, but if I get an overall energy and it seems like something more personal, then it kind of makes me want to just stay in the vibe of personal. So what I will do is I'll pull love cards, but maybe I'll pull from these. I think I want to pull from these. Yeah. I think I want to pull from these cards. So let's just see what's going on. Divine Spirit, guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the collective. What is it that they need to hear the most at this time in regards to love? What is it that they need to hear the most at this time in regards to love? Please just block out any interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. So let's just see. Let's see what comes out, y'all. Something is like in the way. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's better. Okay. I have to really oh, y'all. No, I didn't flip these all out of the fucking whack. I sure did. Sure did. Let me get them together. Let's get these together. Oh, I think I might have lost the title. I should have wrote it down. But for me, it's like, did someone portray you? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Did someone portray you? Or are you portraying yourself? By allowing yourself, it's crazy because I did a reading for myself before I did a reading for you all. Sometimes as readers we got to show up for ourselves before we can show up for anybody else. And what Spirit was telling me is the overall thing that I got from my spread is that I need to shift my perception. The way I see things, or what I choose to focus on literally creates my own misery. I create my own misery. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this. And also, y'all, I got the betrayal card too. Yeah, I got the betrayal card too. So I was able to sit here with Spirit, amongst other cards, but I was able to sit here with Spirit and diagnose what it is that they were trying to tell me. I also asked, what is it that I need? What the hell? What it is that I need to hear the most at this time, and that's what I got from my reading. So, yeah. Sometimes we are our worst. We are our worst enemies. Okay, let's see what that was, because it just flipped over. It says, freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Yeah, then I say someone is and I feel that too. Like somebody is binding their own self, rather it be to a relationship or a way of thinking. For most of you, it's a way of thinking. Someone is portraying, it's free yourself from this way of thinking, free yourself of your perception, not even perception, free yourself of this way of thinking. And for some of you, free yourself from this fucking relationship. The path is clear if you want it to be, it's you can either live within chains. Somebody wants to really, really, really express themselves and tap into a really sexual, sensual side of themselves, but they are literally keeping themselves chained to, well, that just sounds crazy and that may be too much, or is that wild? Bro, we only got one time to do this life, well, not necessarily, because I do believe in reincarnations. I feel like if we all as souls have a particular mission and it's for us to fulfill it, but if you don't fulfill it, then you reincarnate to do it over again. I do believe that. But if you're somebody who gets it right this time, yeah, you ain't gonna come back to do this shit again. So with that being said, for example, if this is one of your deepest desires and then you end up living the rest of your life not doing it, you actually are gonna reincarnate to do it again. Do what makes you happy. Do what genuinely makes your soul happy. You're not hurting anybody for by tapping into your sexual, sensual energy. You deserve to feel good. That is what spirit is saying. You deserve to feel good. Why limit yourself based off of the way society may see you, or it's different, it's you've never been known to be this particular way and now all of a sudden this is what you're choosing to do. Who cares? At the end of the day, when it's time for us to have those last breaths, they don't gonna make a casket for you. It's not like the people that you spent all this time worried about how they may feel, they not fucking coming with you. And this is just for the people who not the ones who are necessarily in a relationship, but the ones who are like just kind of holding themselves back from feeling what they want to feel. I used to tell myself all the time, imagine living a whole life not really doing what it is that you didn't want to do because of how how other people may have looked at you. You may not want it to be not even being funny, but for I'm a very open-minded person. Some people want to be a hoe, and I'm not saying this is you collective at all. I promise I'm not. But picture you wanted to be wild out and do you and show your titties and whatever else, and you never did that because people might look at me crazy. Fuck them. Absolutely fuck them. You're not hurting nobody. Honestly, you're not. Society's just so fucking sensitive nowadays. But anywho, like, do what makes you freaking happy. Anyway, trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. I'm hearing like, trust and accept yourself for who you are. Like, for who you are. But like on a core level. At a core level. Not your ego self. Ego self is a very fear-based part of ourselves. Somebody says, wait, don't rush it. Allow nature to take its course. Yeah, this is like something you want to gradually work yourself into, work yourself into embracing, then do so. Gradually, like I'm not even saying just right now, free yourself and just, do it in a way that makes that feels comfortable for you, but allow this reading to be inspirational as to you can do this. Okay. What's this one? What is this? My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay, this is beautiful. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. I'm someone who is a believer that sometimes our souls meet people before we physically meet them. And something about this My Beloved card, that's what I got. Like somebody is gonna, oh, boom, got it. Somebody embracing, yeah, okay. Somebody embracing the depths of their soul, embracing their truest desires, doing what genuinely makes them happy, is gonna call in their counterpart, like a soulmate. I feel like it's gonna, like that energy is gonna call in this person. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Someone, and this is also for whoever, if there's someone who has a loved one who's passed away, this is a message from them as well. I'm hearing that. Yeah, at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So to those who are in like this and are in a relationship where you may have been betrayed, or maybe you haven't been betrayed at all, you're just not happy in this relationship. Spirit is telling you to surrender the old so you can call in something new. Oh, ultimately to make space for this, somebody, there is a soulmate or something that somebody is maybe supposed to be aligned with, but I'm hearing that they can't really connect with you or find you in the physical because you may still be holding. There's not the open space to do it. There's something you need to surrender. So there's the space for to call this person in or to bring this person in. And it has a lot about you doing what you need to, you doing what makes you happy. Now, I don't want this whole reading to be just about sensuality and sexuality. For some of you, that is exactly what it's going to apply to. But for some of you, this is just specifically doing what makes you feel good, whatever that may be. Yeah. Right. Right. All right, so collective, this has been your reading. I love you all. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. I genuinely appreciate it. And it's just a beautiful way to energetically donate back to the channel. But until next time, peace out.